Hi, I'm Philip, and in the next few minutes, this step-by-step video is going to show you how quick and easy it is to install SimpliSafe's wireless security system. In front of me are the components of this system, which include a base station, 2 entry sensors, a motion sensor, a panic button, a wireless keypad, an extra siren, and this really cool keychain remote. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up the SimpliSafe base station. Now this tower is the brains of the system and communicates with the other wireless devices. It has an 85 decibel siren and a mini cell phone which sends the alarm signal to SimpliSafe Monitoring Center. In order to get started, we're going to activate the batteries by pulling the strip, and we're going to plug it in.
Welcome to SimpliSafe, starting your system in test mode. When you have finished installing your sensors, you may exit test mode by pressing off.
It's the only component in the system that's required to be plugged in, but it does have a backup battery, which will kick in if there's a power outage and last for about 3 or 4 days. The next component is the SimpliSafe wireless keypad. I'm going to put it by the front door so that I can easily punch in my PIN number when I come home. Again, just pull the activation strip and your keypad is activated. To install it, I'm going to remove the adhesive tape like that and simply press it against the door jamb, and your keypad is installed. Next up are the entry sensors. Now these guys can go on either a door or a window, and as you can see they're made up of 2 parts, the actual sensor and a magnet. It doesn't matter which goes on the door, which goes on the molding. In this case we're going to put the magnet on the door, right like that, and then we're going to put the sensor right above it. And you see these marks here. This is a guideline that shows you where to put the sensor and align it with the magnet. We're going to activate the sensor again by pulling the battery strip. And we're going to remove the adhesive backing from this. And we're going to position this right above the magnet. There are 2 inches of play allowed while these things can connect. Now when I open the door, if the system is armed, it's going to send a signal to the base station which indicates that someone has triggered the alarm. Easy, right? Now I'm going to take this second sensor and install this on the back door. And by the way, these run on powerful lithium batteries which last for about 5 years. Next up is the motion sensor. This is a thermal motion sensor, so it's going to detect large bodies moving around your house, but it's also pet friendly, so it's not going to detect anything under 50 pounds like a cat or a small dog. We're going to install it a little bit differently than the sensors. It has 2 strips on the back, which means it can snuggle right into a corner. We're going to remove those, and we're going to activate the battery by pulling the strip, and then we're going to set it right here. And this motion sensor also has a lithium battery, which lasts for 5 years. Now when it's affixed in a corner like that, it's going to sweep the room at an angle about 30 feet, so you're going to have protection for 30 feet of space. We have just 2 sensors to go, and we're done. And then we can trigger the system and see it in action. This is the SimpliSafe panic button. Now we're in the bedroom, and I'm going to install this in a convenient location in case there's an emergency. I'm going to do the same thing we did with the other sensors. I'm going to remove the adhesive backing, pull the battery strip, and we're going to place this right here. We're not going to place it too close to the light switch in case we might hit the light by accident. Now I hope you never need a panic button, but having one does provide great peace of mind. We're almost done. We have one more device to install. This is the extra siren. It has 105 decibels of pure burglar deterrence. Imagine an intruder being greeted by a siren that's louder than sitting front row at a rock concert. We're going to install it the same way we install the other devices. We're going to remove the adhesive, activate the batteries, and we're going to put this right here, like that. Now this is weatherized, which means that you can install it outside under the eave of a house. There's one more really cool device that we're going to use to test the system. That's the SimpliSafe keychain remote. It has 3 buttons, off and away, which helps you arm and disarm the system remotely, and a panic button, which we're going to use to test the system. But first, I'm going to put in some earplugs. And I recommend you use them too at home when you test the system. Everybody ready? I could have let it go for longer, but that's okay. Can you imagine breaking into someone's home? I wouldn't want to stick around for that. Hello, Philip speaking. My password is Lucky. No, I'm okay. You don't need to send anyone. All right, thanks for calling. Bye. That was SimpliSafe's monitoring center. They just got the signal from the alarm we just triggered, and they were calling in to see if I was okay. So as you can see, SimpliSafe is super easy to install. No wires, no fuss. Just an easy, quick way to provide more security for your home. So now let's do a quick recap. Today we installed a base station, a keypad, 2 entry sensors, a motion sensor, a panic button, an extra siren, and don't forget the keychain remote. Also, you can add as many sensors as you want to your system and expand it at any time. This system is professionally monitored. It uses its own cellular connection, so you don't even need a phone line. Shop now. Get peace of mind. 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. Shop now.